Evening. Good evening.
Evening.
And welcome to Try Imitating This, Season 2, Episode 1. It has been worth the wait, I can promise you. It's been a wait as well. I think we've all been up to various things in the last sort of last 6 months or so. But our last live was just before Christmas, actually.
Right. Oh, yeah, I think I remember that. But there was a big gap between that and the one before.
There was a bit of a gap, yes, because I did one on my own at the tail end of November with Tim Sherlock, who we'll have back for another episode in the series because he's got lots of story about his time in football. But without further ado, introducing our star players tonight. Largo, you are a regular contributor to the show. How are things, my man?
Excellent. I've been in Scotland this week and it was lovely. I've been in Inverness.
Right. Okay. Right. So where have you been?
Inverness.
Inverness.
Yes.
Inverness, the home of Inverness Caledonian Thistle, no less.
And Loch Ness.
And Loch Ness, yeah, indeed, yeah. But the other thing about Inverness is, right? You know when you get that sleeper train as well, that one that goes from Preston at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I couldn't do that one.
Right, but people think Inverness, it's in the Highlands, right? But like the thing is, when you get to Inverness, you're only about 2/3 of the way up Scotland, aren't you? You know, you still got like hundreds of miles to Wick or wherever.
Heat ahead.
Yeah, for sure. It's
a lot of land.
Yeah, it's entry level Highlands, Inverness. I think it's the start of the Highlands, very much so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had a good time and you enjoyed it. That's the main thing. Got some peace and quiet.
Yeah. I had a swim in Loch Ness, had lots of peace and quiet, did some reading, and it was nice.
And you didn't find the Loch Ness monster then?
I did not, but I was looking.
You were looking, right? Okay. Mr. Burns drained Loch Ness, didn't he? Famously in The Simpsons. Remember that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and then he transported the Loch Ness monster to America.
Yeah, that'd have been a casino. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, well, there you go. We've got an international flavour to this show. Speaking of which, all the way from France, via London, via somewhere else. And here to play some live music. First time I've ever had live music on the show. I feel like Danny Baker right now.
Yeah.
Right? The one and only Viviane. How are you, my mate? You good?
I'm very good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here and being here. Great stuff. Yeah, you were busking this morning, as ever?
Yes.
Right.
My main job.
Your main job, yeah. So resplendent with guitar in one hand and car machine in the other. That made me smile. Someone coming up to pay you by card. I'm having a nice chat about the stuff that you do at the moment. You're doing your own songs as well as covers of others as well. Doing some in French, some in English. Yeah, you're pretty talented, and you've had some good news on the music front this week, which we'll discuss in a minute. So a bit open house really. Anyone had anything interesting happen to them in the week? Go on, Viv, you go first.
Anything interesting? Well, life is constantly changing for me at the minute. There's loads of openings, and I think for musicians, summers are always very busy. And also very lovely when you're a busker. It's a lot nicer. So I tend to enjoy this time a lot, and there's lots of festivals going on and jamming with people. So with my band, we're playing with the band Brigantis, which is a band band. We're playing a couple of festivals in the next couple of weeks, and then I've got also a gig in Chorley on the 9th on my own. It's going to be mainly covers. I can't even tell you the name of the church by heart like this. It's in a church, but it's a beer festival.
Oh right, it's a beer festival and it's in a church. Right, okay.
We should go there.
Well, I didn't realise they drank beer in church, but there you go. I thought they drank wine, but there you go.
Yeah, maybe they'll turn it in wine.
That's why that's the only reason I go to church, for the wine, for the free wine. But you've got to get.
I'm not sure they're very generous with the portions of wine.
No, that's why I take two. But you've got you've got a gig. It's on the 9th. That's the 9th of August, is it? And that's it's at a church. It's at a church.
Yes, I could tell you if I were to dig into my messages, but at some point. But right now, I can't.
As part of a beer festival. Well, look, I'm sure. Look, I'm sure our very smart listeners, of whom we have a few, will narrow it down. So yeah, and you've also been accepted to something else this week, haven't you? You've been
yes,
booked for. Yes.
I will be playing Chorley live in October, and yeah, so that's the first also for me, and I'm very excited about this on the Saturday. I think it's the 3rd of October. Yeah.
No, that's wonderful. It is. It's the weekend of the first weekend in October, some really good bands will be playing there, and I know for obvious reasons we'll be performing at the Dentist, which is is one off the bucket list. Yeah?
That's cool.
We're going to release a live DVD called "The Tooth Is Out There." Bad joke. There you go. There's a dad joke for you. Yeah. So no, you've had a good week. Then it sounds like you've had a good week, and I think you're making a bit of progress. That's good. What's it? Just out of interest again, you mentioned this. What's busking like when it's like -5 outside? You know when it's like December.
I don't think in the UK you get -5 throughout the day, but it's still very freezing anyway. So during the winter, I switched to backing tracks. So I'm not going out with my guitar. I'm just singing, which allows me to wear gloves. I've tried it one winter playing guitar, but I couldn't play more than an hour a day. And then I'd be home like, very freezing and struggling to get warm. So I've given up on the guitar for the winter, and it's been lovely to come back. I think since end of April or something, I brought back the guitar, and it's been amazing. It's been very nice.
Oh, well, no, that's good. No, it's always better when you don't get frostbite and things like that. I was saying in the green room, the standard of busking is very, very variable. And you can go down there, whether it's Market Street in Chorley or Fishergate in Bristol or whatever, and there are some good ones and there are some truly awful ones. So when I walk past and I throw a coin in your case, there's a reason. You're one of the best buskers, one of the best buskers out there. I know that.
Oh, thank you.
It's all right.
Thank you.
I'm nice occasionally. It does happen. Largo, my mate.
Yes.
Largo, how things been with you this week? Have you had any excitement, any fun and games?
Not really. Not outside. I went to Manchester today to the Apple shop, and that was pretty uneventful. Then I had to rush back for this on the train. So I just when I logged on there, I had to run from Lancaster train station to my mum's house. So.
Oh, bless you! It would have been fine. If you got in another 5-10 minutes afterwards, it would have been okay.
Yeah.
So,
it's actually it's pretty warm in Lancaster today. It's not bad.
That's good. Right. So you're right. When are you going back to España anyway?
Back to Spain. I go on the 27th of August. I return.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we shall definitely do a couple of things while you're over here anyway.
Definitely. I'm going to sort the Barrow trip next week. Yeah.
Nice one. And
I'll sort the entradas, the tickets next week.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. Well, you are fluent. You're better where you need to be, don't you? So, good. Right. Well, that's good stuff. And we'll definitely sort something. We'll sort a couple of things out. Just a couple of bits of fun and games. So yeah, like Viviane, I got the note about Chorley Live the other day. Which was great. Well, yeah, it's really good because we've done Penwith, we've done Longton, and we've just completed the hat trick now, so that's good. It's good that our live stuff's going off without any disasters or anything like that. And to be honest with you, because I'm in my 40s, so I'd kind of given up on this sort of thing at one point. I'm kind of surprised that what we're doing is that there's an audience for it and people actually want to hear it. It's quite nice to know, really. And we're back in the studio in a couple of weeks as well. Obviously, like I was telling you just off air about something that there's something in the pipeline. So keep your fingers crossed for us that comes off. Watch this space. There's something brewing at the minute, which I can't talk about in public. And I'll tell you off air when we're finished.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. And I had a really interesting thing happen to me last night. As it happens, do you ever get these scammers contact you? So apparently, I've won $50,000 at a Porsche, right? So I was asked. So I got friend requested by this American lady on Facebook, and I thought I'm just curious. So I said, okay, it's fine. I've got friends all over the globe, and when we decided to go to America, we need an audience. So I hit yes. I got a note 2 minutes later. Hi, howdy partner, whatever. And then I get this note about you've won our mystery prize draw. You've won $50,000 on a Porsche. Where do you live? I said the United Kingdom. I said, how are you going to ship the Porsche over? I said, hang on a minute. Why don't you just take the cost of the flight out of the? And there's a photograph of this suitcase with $50,000 in cash in it, right? I said. Can you? I've got an idea, right? Why don't you just pay $5,000 for $5,000 for a flight or something, and I'll have 45,000 in cash. It's 40,000 more, 45,000 more. And I'm playing with this scammer, right? I'm going along with it, and I'm playing dumb. And eventually it got to the point where you've got to buy something. They wanted money off me first. So I was like,
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just I took it as far as I could before we were going around in circles. But there's a bit of that around. There's a bit. I don't know either ever been a victim of it. People saying you've won anything.
There's a lot more of it in Spain than here.
Is there?
Yeah, crazy amount of it. Yeah, daily. I get phone calls daily.
Right. Okay. I have, of course, had the one saying I've won the Nigerian lottery as well.
But because I'm a millennial, I don't answer the phone. Doesn't really work. I'm safe.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You see, remember when telephones, they used to be for making phone calls. They were the days.
Now, if somebody rings me, I'm like, ugh, what are you ringing me for? Ooh.
Well, there you go. I mean, earlier today, I went in the shop and I collected my bonus points with a card. I have a physical card, and I paid in cash. It was a retro trip. It was time travel. So there you go. So yeah. So but Viviane doesn't have to do that because she's got by the time she's finished busking, she's got about 300 quid on her own card. That she can.
I wish.
She can go and blow in the health food shop or whatever.
Where do you busk in Lancaster, Viviane?
Just in the centre on Penny Street.
Oh,
usually
Penny
at the
Street,
top.
yeah.
But,
are you busking tomorrow?
I don't know because the weather is a bit weird tomorrow apparently. So I think I'll decide in the morning where I go. I would love to be in Lancaster tomorrow, but if it's raining, I might go to Preston because I've got a shelter.
Yeah.
In front of M&S. Yeah, so.
Not long on the train.
No, it's not long.
Right. I think because I'm just conscious of the time as well. I think you want to do a couple of. Well, you want to do. I think we said 3 in total, didn't we, for the end? So.
Yeah, if there's time for it, I'd love to share my songs. Yeah.
Yeah, you do, and you do. Some of them are, and some of them are yours, and some of them are other people's, and some of them are in French, and some of them are in English. So, what are you going to start with?
I was thinking of only doing my own, but I can do something if you like. But
you do.
No, this is your shop window.
You do whatever you want to do. Just introduce it. Tell us the title, and I will put you. So
So I'm going to open with a song called Be Here Now. It's a very special song to me because I'm trying to make it short in time because it's a long story, but basically I've had the opportunity to play in a band that was supported by a very famous musician, and it changed my life. And I was not planning on being a musician. I had no stage presence, no confidence, no music training, and it was an amazing experience, but also very difficult for me because I had to face all these fears, and there was a lot going on, and it was the touring life, and very little time to work in between all the shows and space to process things on my own. Very little space there. I'm very grateful, but when the band stopped, I kind of like, what am I going to do? Like, I can't do music on my own, and I've got no training, and I was still insecure about a lot of it, and I was given this record called Be Here Now, and I was looking at it in my room, and it's like, okay, I've got to be present and find within myself what I need to keep going, and little by little crafting my way into the world of music. So this song is called Be Here Now.
Right. Well, we look forward to it. Right. We're going to hit on that. Yeah. I'm going to hit mute. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. When you're ready.
We walked hand in hand on this road I believe would always be ours. Now the magic's gone, no one to catch me when I fall. Emptied my hands full time, struggling to plug the streets. At best with goodbye out of perfect springs. Vienna, Vienna. You said meets me in nothingness, only then a soft train of stars will bless you again. Vienna, Vienna. Facing myself in this secret space, in the eye of the hurricane, I repeat the songs of weariness, and I see clearly now, clearly now, melting into the purest light, powerful as the purest love. I am the answers to my prayers, and I die to myself, watching the tensions leave my body, free falling all the way back to the source I dream from. The song my lips divine ecstasy, lives life as a sea. Vienna, Vienna. You said meets me in nothingness, only then a soft train of stars will bless you again. Facing myself in this sacred space, in the eye the hurricane. I repeat the songs of worthiness, and I say clear, clear now, clearly now. And singing to the purest light, powerful loves the purest love. I am the incense to my prayers. Here now, here, here now, here now. We meet again in the nothingness to live by the songs of worthiness. In a soft train of stars blessed here and here, here. Thank you.
Thank you. That was something. That was something. Did you say you had no musical training?
Not really. Well, I've had as a child. I played the drums, the drum kit, but no music, no guitar training. I did.
I was just going to say. It sounds like you didn't need it anyway, so it's okay.
I need it. I always need it. I still need it.
Did you originally write that in French or English?
No, I wrote it in English. That one. Yeah, because I had the title "Be Here Now" before I wrote the song, so it needed to come in English.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, Viviane, as well. I mean, like, you talk about your band as well in a second. It's interesting, but I always find with music as well, particularly with singing. I mean, you've heard me perform as well. I admit, I haven't got a great voice technically. I think that's just a fact. But I often think with singing and with music generally, it's not actually about the technical brilliance. It's about the way that you can convey thoughts and feelings and emotion and things like that. Far more so than how technically pure it is. I hear a lot of stuff that, you know, from people. It's technically brilliant, but it's kind of cold. It's kind of soulless. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You give me something that's a bit more raw and is heartfelt. 8 days a week, you know.
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of all. It's an art. It's just not one thing. And yeah, of course. I mean, I really enjoy working on my voice and deepening my practice and expanding my range. I love it too. But of course, I want to be able to put emotions in what I sing, and that's why also writing my own music is like a next step. Well, I'm already on that step, but it's something I want to develop more because at some point I'll be bored of singing covers.
For sure, well, you're writing your own stuff as well, which is excellent, and you know that is easily the hardest thing. The hardest thing to do is write and perform your own, as you're probably already finding. But
yeah, it's very intimidating, and because you've got to be so honest with yourself and like sharing it with the world, even though the lyrics, like if I didn't explain what the song meant, you wouldn't have gathered from the lyrics that it was that story. But so there's still a part of mystery and unknown about the songs, which is great, but also it does, when you're singing and performing it, you get all these souvenirs constantly living inside you, and yeah, it's a very vulnerable thing to do.
yeah, I mean, there's also all sorts of different songwriters. I'm quite friendly with Nick and Claire at Studio 3507 in Pemberton. And I was talking to Nick at Longton actually, because I performed. We went to watch Claire, and Nick was saying, like, the great thing is when he gets people who walk in with their own songs at that studio, he said that you get so many different types of songwriters. You're a completely different type of songwriter to me. If I can come up with 2 or 3 Zinger type lines in a song that everybody remembers, I'm happy. And it's like, it's almost like when I'm writing, it's almost like a sort of. I'm almost like a stand-up comedian with a band behind me. It's kind of like, but. All those different types of writers, but writing your own stuff. I mean, there are people who only started writing their own stuff when they were sort of in their 40s and 50s. I know people who are way older than anyone here, and they've just started writing their own stuff because it's completely different to doing covers, isn't it? It's completely.
Yeah, it is different.
Yeah.
But I love it because I love creativity, and that really pushes me into finding new ways of expressing myself, new melodies. It's always changing, and I love that challenge to like, okay, I need to explore new chords, I need to explore new melodies, new scales, new keys, and I'm learning a lot through writing as a musician and even as a human being. It's very fulfilling.
For sure. I mean, it's a bit like anything else. It's like whether it's writing or computer programming or anything like that. It's the best thing to do is not to read a manual. It's to get on the guitar, or get on the piano or whatever, and just mess around and make mistakes and learn from them. It's just it's easily the best way. And the funny thing is, you didn't even start as a musician, did you? You started as an artist. So
yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that started in France. I was like, since a child, I've always wanted to be an artist as long as I can remember. But yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, I can't choose between dance, music, or arts. I love them all. And I guess because I was really shy and growing up, I took the path of choosing arts because I liked my alone space and my quiet space, and sitting at my desk drawing was very good to me. And it's only it's only when I started playing music, but just for fun, after my studies. It's because I went to fine art school. I can't remember if I said that. I went to fine art school in France, in the UK, and then after that, I started playing music on my own, and I realized that it was a very difficult thing to admit to myself that I actually always preferred music to art, and I felt like I had lied to myself for so many years, and it was very difficult to admit because I love art, and I considered drawing.
I hope you didn't beat yourself up over it. It's okay.
No, it's okay. But it was weird because it's really hard to combine the two in my life right now, especially when you're still like a young artist and you're still finding yourself, and there's a lot of work. It's a lot of commitment, and to juggle with the two is very difficult. And sometimes I need to like privilege music. Well, this year is what I've done. I've kind of let go of arts for it's going to be 9 months now that I've not done much, and it was very difficult because I mean art for all this time I was very lonely, quiet. It was my best friend. It was always there for me. It was the thing I would do daily in my notebooks, like sketching people everywhere I went. And all of a sudden I was like, I've got to let you go for a bit. I'll come back, but
okay. You felt like a traitor, right?
Yeah, it was like I'm betraying my best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just quite a great episode of Jeremy Kyle, that, isn't it? Yeah. Let's welcome Art to the studio.
Actually, it's not true. I made because I released an album in June. I made entirely myself, so it's not perfect, but I'm very proud of it anyway. I made the album cover for it, so it's not true that I've not done any art.
Well, it saves you a fortune doing that sort of thing, doesn't it? So, Larka, did you want to come in there?
No,
it does. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, do you find it in France you're more prone to painting, whereas in Britain you're more prone to singing or drawing?
Ooh,
In France, you feel more motivated to produce art, whereas in Britain you feel more motivated to produce music.
I guess no. I think it's not related to places. It's just related to phases in my life where I want to go. And I find that now, because I play a lot of music in the UK, but every time I go to France, all my family and friends, they want to hear me sing. So I never stop. But
the other thing is when you get like a sketch or a painting that you've done. You say, "Look at this," and they go, "Very nice. Get the guitar out."
That happens sometimes. I'm a bit
Right.
I feel like it's very strange that I studied for so long and I worked so hard on my art and my group and then I just picked up a guitar and started singing. Everybody was like, "You should do that." Keep going, you'll make it.
So, because you're still a little bit shy now, aren't you? And I'm like, I can tell that. And it's like, I'm a bit surprised you turned up, genuinely. But do you not? Do you find that? Because I mean, I wasn't shy as such, but I was a little bit awkward. If that makes any sense. I was kind of like I felt like, I mean, when I was a young person, I felt like I don't know, like I couldn't really relate to a lot of other young people and how a lot of other young people thought or what they thought about, and I often found that and I felt I had like a lot that I wanted to say and I couldn't as well, and so like I found that my art was very much a release. In my case, it's always been written or sung basically. So I was just wondering, did you find something therapeutic in terms of your art and what you did?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, like I said, art was my best friend.
Right.
I don't get the hugs, but I do get all the laughters and because sometimes you just like your ideas running through your head and you start going from one idea to another and you start sketching things and making up stories and so all the fun, all the a place where I don't feel lonely. And also, well, when you worked on this gift, like, and you become good at it, people start appreciating you for these gifts. So, and it's easier to go in the world and say, okay, this is what I do. And even though you're shy, when you start talking about what you do and what you're passionate about, it really helps to open up to people.
Yeah, it's a bridge and a bit of a shortcut as well, if we're honest as well. If you have a great talent and you do, it's just that it does close that gap, and it does mean it gives, I don't know, it just. It's a bit of an icebreaker with people, isn't it? It does sort of.
It is. Yeah. Well, even as a child, because I played the drums when I was a child, and like I didn't really connect much with the other kids in my class. But every time I'd say, "Oh, I play the drums," it's like all of a sudden I was cool. Yeah, I was a cool kid just by saying it. They've never heard me play, but I was a cool kid because I played the drums.
You should have said, you should have said something else, like, I don't know, you've written your own concerto or something. Right, there you go. They never heard you play. You might never have played. I know you had, but
maybe I just made up the story.
Hey, you know what? We all had that friend as well. We all had that friend who was a fantasist. Did you ever know? Do you have a friend like that?
Yes.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
We all had that friend who did make things up.
Oh yeah.
It was great. That guy, he was great, and he showed me a letter once, and I just corrected all the spelling mistakes on it. Yeah. So no, good. No, no. It is a great. It is a great sort of. It's been a great outlet for you, and it's is it something where you're able to? I don't know. Is it one of those things where you're able to, express that which maybe is personal to you? So you said about shyness. So you might have that which is private to you, and you don't want to share with the outside world in written form or verbal form or whatever, but you can do so in the form of a song or in the form of a paint. What was it? Was it you did? Was it painting or drawing or something like? What was it you did?
So at the time I was a student, I was really into printmaking and blockwood printing. So I carved a lot of wood and engraved a lot of wood in print. Yeah, but I'm more into drawing than painting. Yeah, sketches. Yeah, I love it.
Right, cool. But do you know what?
And watercolor. Now I do a lot of watercolors when I do art.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's been plenty of French artists. I know that much. One of a long line. Yeah, way to make a good impression. No pun intended. Yeah. So, do you know where I was with another number of yours? Do you want to introduce another song?
Yeah. I'll do a French one then. That's pretty much. I think it's the second song ever.
Yeah, the middle song.
So it's quite. I think it's a couple of years old now, maybe 3. I don't know. And it's a song to my mom, my beautiful mother, who has always supported me within my creative journey, which is not always easy for parents. Like, when I said I was going to be a busker, it was not the happiest of news, but she's starting to feel okay with that.
Do you know what, Viviane? There's 2 groups of people who don't like it when you say you're a busker. One's your parents, right? And the other is the woman down the job centre.
Well, it's funny because sometimes I really feel like I must be annoying all the people around me in the shops. So it's like I'm here all day long. Well, I change spots sometimes.
You find it don't sing Oasis.
I don't sing any Oasis. Only on request, but I don't usually.
The people at Lancaster have had enough. That Oasis busker was famous. She's gone now, but
okay.
So did she just play Oasis all the time, round the clock, sort of thing?
Yeah. It was on the corner of Bank Street, where Yorkshire Bank is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it is, but I probably know it. Okay.
Yeah. It was just there, and it was driving people because it wasn't even like a copy of it. It was like a really slow, droney version of Oasis.
Like a Duma version.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. I regularly throw a couple of quid in Viviane's case. I'd happily give that guy a £5 to stop. Do you know what I mean? So.
I don't want to be rude to other people. I mean, art is also meant to be shared, and almost it's very brave that people can do that.
It is.
Still, I don't want to talk bad about other artists.
I know. You're easily the nicest of the 3 of us. But neither Largo nor myself like Oasis. We're not fans of Oasis. I think that's fair.
I'm not anti-Oasis. I'm just not a fan. It's like watermelon. I don't feel strongly either way.
Yeah. All right, but there you go. From the ridiculous to the sublime. So what's this song called, Viviane?
It's called M'accorderais-tu cette danse, which means may I have this dance? It's written to my mum because she struggled to find her creative journey, and that was my way of saying, because she wanted to be creative and sing, but she had a lot of resistance to it, and that was my way to say, come and have a dance. We'll have fun making art together, and because it's M'accorderais-tu cette danse.
See it play. Right, okay, off you go. We'll mute our mics and off you go.
pâtissière expérimente ces nouvelles recettes, ingrédients les plus goûteux, bien qu'aux formes insolites. Tout vibre et prend vie sous son généreux amour. Je ne puis me passer de ces douces qui soignent mes mots. Du bout de mes doigts, je goûte dans le plat une saveur de bonheur s'engouffre dans mon palais. Toi, ma sorcière, et moi, ta fée, et qui envoûte à l'autre. Oh, maman, m'accorderais-tu cette danse? Me laisserais-tu guider tes pas mon tour? M'offrirais-tu ta main le temps d'une chanson? Voltige au milieu de nos souvenirs. Oh, maman, m'accorderais-tu cette danse? Ma chef d'orchestre, prise à vivre au rythme des astres, corrige mes fausses notes, les incendies les plus violents, évince les monstres qui rôdent dans ma chambre, tandis que moi, une folie dans les doigts, je salue tout derrière moi, et pourtant tu me regardes avec toujours autant d'amour dans les yeux. Dis-moi ta sorcière, et toi ma fée, et qui envoûte à l'autre. Oh, maman, m'accorderais-tu cette danse? Laisserais-tu guider tes pas mon tour? M'offrirais-tu ta main le temps d'une chanson? Voltige au milieu de nos souvenirs. Oh, m'accorderais-tu cette danse? Oh, oh, les yeux dans mes yeux, effectuons notre plus beau sort. Diffusons cette lumière et amour inconditionnel. Oh, maman, m'accorderais-tu cette danse? Laisserais-tu guider tes pas mon tour? Offrirais-tu ta main le temps d'une chanson? Voltige au milieu de nos souvenirs. Oh, m'accorderais-tu cette danse?
Is Viviane gone?
Hello, Viv. Viviane, you still there? Oh, shit. Oh, here we go. I think she's back. There you
Did you
go.
miss me for a song?
Lovely, Viviane. Thank you.
Did you hear the whole song? Or?
Yeah,
We might have missed the very end because I think you froze.
Okay.
but the sound. Was,
Yeah.
I got the sound, just not the image.
Yeah.
Well, it's all right then. It's all right.
Yeah.
Super, yeah. Trevian, as they say, as Del Boy would say.
Merci.
Mom's too, Rodders. No. Brilliant. Oh, great stuff. Thank you. And that was a lovely tribute to your dear mother. And it's great when people still have those relationships with their parents, because not everybody does. It's one of those. And particularly, that time when people become young adults, it's a very difficult time for that relationship between parent and child as well, for everybody involved. So it's lovely that you've got the rapport with your mum that you still have. So
yeah, even though we're very far away from each other, we still
So you're from the south of France originally, aren't you? You're from Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So
there you go. Raised.
What was that like growing up in Nice? It must have been spectacular. Just a great place to grow up. I mean, right by the sea.
Yeah, there's obviously some very, very privileged aspects of growing up there. The weather, the sea. It's great.
Nicer than Morecambe.
Well,
I'm gonna say a lot nicer than Morecambe.
Yeah, it depends what you like. Like if you like swimming, like Mediterranean Sea is a bit better. Yeah, I guess.
Yes, but Nice never had Frontierland, Marco. Nice never had Mr. Blob. I'm joking. Nice never had Mr. Blobby.
No, we don't. We don't have tides. We don't have. Well, there are tides in the Mediterranean Sea, but very, very tiny that we can't notice them. It's like 10 centimeters or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's some lovely stuff. Obviously, I'm not a very big city girl. I like the countryside. So I'm not saying it was not.
So Lancaster must suit you.
Yeah, a lot better in
really
other ways. Yeah, well, I'm here, so I guess.
Yeah.
And well, the people make the places also, and
right.
I found, I don't know, it's because I've started my career. I can't even say that word in England, and I found that people have been very supportive and lovely and kind. Just like it was a strange experience. It was not planned at all for me to stay in the UK, in England especially.
The universe guided you there.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay for just the summer and then join the band, and then I couldn't leave anymore.
I mean, I've been to Marseille, and I can't imagine somebody saying I prefer Lancaster to Marseille, but there we go.
I don't know. They're both different places, and I don't see myself living ever again in the south. Well, in Nice, it's a beautiful place.
The Doin?
I love going back on holidays there for a few days, but I don't see myself living there. Like constant traffic noises and being stuck all the time, and it's also a lot. It's so many tourists too, and it's just like I need my quiet space.
Yeah, but stuff's open later, right? I mean, that's pretty good. Everything shuts at 5.
And unlike Marseille, Tony Cascarino never played for Lancaster, did he?
No.
But I mean, my favorite thing growing up is like after school, like from May, you never have like a book in your bag, in your school bag. You only have your bikini and your towel. That's the only thing. And after school, you just go to the beach and you enjoy yourself in the sun. And it's been that's a blessing for me.
Absolutely.
Like,
that's
great.
Have you found British people generally, Viviane? Is it just somebody dare I say it, coming in from the outside? Have you found British people
Well, there's a lot of different British people. I connect with some more than others. So.
I don't know because you hear. I suppose you've spent time in the south as well, so I hear because
I prefer the north.
Right, so I hear, you hear that a lot, that Northerners and Southerners are different, right? But then the Northerners are a little bit friendlier, for instance. But
yeah, I think so I was in Preston when I first moved here, but I was spending a lot of time in Manchester. Most of my friends were in Manchester, not in Preston. I was not doing anything in Preston, but which is, yeah, I just said I'm not a big city girl, but okay. I was spending a lot of time in Manchester, and then I went living in the south, and then went back to Manchester to see some friends, and I felt so welcomed and loved by everyone that I was like, I feel like home. Everybody was so caring and loving and so nice, and it's so happy to see me, and we were jamming and stuff, and I was like, I feel like I want to go back here. So I'm back, and I'm not planning on leaving yet.
Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting thing for me, because people do often find, they often they spend their lives looking for a kind of a sense of belonging and that kind of thing. And when you find it, when you find a community that, where you're more than accepted. It's people go through their whole lives looking for that and don't always find it. So you just don't throw it away, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't struggle sometimes with feeling like I don't belong. I still feel it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I know at that particular moment, I really felt home. I was just like, oh, it's so nice to be welcomed this way.
I hope that happens more often than not.
It's a nice feeling, yeah. So yeah.
If it doesn't happen for you, what hope the rest of us got, So I was just wondering about your band as well. So what is your band? Yes. What sort of music is it they actually produce?
So I don't know if I can call it my band.
It is now.
It's been a year since I was invited to play with two amazing guys, Dave and Matt. So we are called Brigantis. You can find us on all the social medias at Brigantis Band, because we found out afterwards there was other Brigantis. So we are a mantra band. So we sing devotional songs from all over the world in different languages, and the aim is to connect with the audience and get them to sing. And it's just been an amazing experience for me, because I really relate to the songs, and I've expanded also my music knowledge and confidence while playing with them, and we've been joined by a cellist now, so we're 4 members. It's been a couple of months maybe, which is lovely. So Dave is another singer in the band and plays the guitar. I've got Matt on the drums, and Amy plays the cello, and I got to play the harmonium, which is an Indian instrument, and I also play the bass. So it's been very new, and I sing also mainly. I sing.
You play bass, right? Okay.
Yeah, on some songs I do. Learning some cool riffs. It's very nice.
Lovely.
There you go. Well, if you're looking for new members, Largo plays a mean triangle, don't you, Largo? There you go. You're from. Play. Sorry, mate.
Tambourine, like Bez.
You play tambourine as well, right? There you go. There you go. She's writing your name down. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's interesting. People can play several instruments. I can strum some chords on a guitar. I can play keyboards, as you know. But people who can play several. They're the really talented people. but people who can pick up a new instrument and learn to play it quickly, you know. So.
But I wouldn't say that I'm very, very good at them. It's just I'm mainly told what to do because I don't write the song. Well, we work together I mean, on the singing, I've got some improvisation parts, and I do my own harmonies sometimes, so I've got a bit more creative freedom on the singing parts and the singing side of it. But when it comes to the chords and the music, Matt and Dave mainly write everything, so they come up with the juicy bass lines, and then I learn. So I would not consider myself a bassist very much, but I really enjoy playing it during the gigs for sure.
Yeah, not yet. No, but you touched on an important point though, because I remember this from like 20 years ago, and I used to kick about this lad, and he had all these friends who were hippies, but they were really good musicians, right? And I'm not a hippie, which has worked out, but they, you know, I found this like I was like just a guy who strums some guitar, like chords on a guitar or something. But you're absolutely right. You know, the better the people who you play with, you know, the better it is for you, and the better you get. You know, it's just one of those. It's you know, surround yourself with people who are better than you, and that's the same. That's the same. That's the same in absolutely anything, whether it is, you know, whether it is music or playing a sport or whatever. Yeah, and if you surround yourself with people who are better than you, you know, you will learn something off them. You know,
I learned so much, and not just musically. Being around those guys, very, very healthy guys, and very funny, and I really enjoy, because they're like best friends, and I really enjoy watching their friendship too, and witnessing that. It's very beautiful. Sorry.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's cool. Right. Yeah, Marco, you've got anything to add on that one, mate?
No, that's good, man. I'm just listening.
No, that's cool. Yeah, you're just brushing off your tambourine, aren't you? Yeah, getting ready for an audition. Do you know what? It's funny. I worked with somebody who told me something very interesting not long ago. That she'd gone to a gig, right?
Yeah.
And she'd had a few lemonades at this gig, and she decided to. Well, she rushed the stage. She ran on the stage and grabbed the microphone.
Was that in Liverpool?
No, this is in Preston. This is a gig she went to in Preston. I said, well, if you come and watch the Besotted at Preston, you know, Penwith or Longton or whatever, we won't let you do that. I know that. You know, we'll be, yeah. But you know, maybe that could be it, Largo. You know, on the 9th, you could run in the church with your tambourine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Bez, do you do the dance? Yeah, do you do the dance moves as well, Largo?
Yeah, like Bez.
Bez, Viviane, do you know who Bez is?
No, I don't.
Bez was right. So there's a band from the 80s and 90s in Manchester, your favourite city, called the Happy Mondays. Right.
Okay.
And Bez was in this band, but he didn't sing or play an instrument. Bez was he was the dancer.
Didn't he use a potting shed or something?
That's cool. I mean, you must have had a lot of fun.
Yeah, he was the dancer, but he still partied with them, and he used to crash cars as well. He was a terrible driver, you know.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, but it's like
Didn't he sleep in a potting shed or something? No.
But the only other Bez story I know, and I'm just conscious of the time. The only other Bez story I know is, you know, Marco, you know, Viviane, you'll have heard of New Order. You know the band New Order.
Yes.
Right. So Bernard, the singer from New Order, was out in Ibiza. They were out recording the record at the end of the 80s. Anyway, some of the Happy Mondays lot got wind of this, that Ibiza was the place to be. This was in like 1989. So they went out, and Bez said, "Oh, I've left my driver's license at home. Bernard, can I borrow yours?" And Bernard stupidly said yes. Right? And he's got hold of this car, and then 2 hours later, you know, he's still not showing up. Where's Bez gone? Anyway, they've gone into town, and they've found Bez stood at the side of this road, and there's the remnants of this car wrapped around a lamppost. it turns out that he hadn't lost his driving license at all. He'd actually lost it, in a courtroom. He'd been banned from driving because he'd written another car off. So
That's funny.
so if Des ever asks to borrow your car or your driver's license, say no. Yeah.
No kids.
That's a public safety announcement done. Now we've been going for an hour. So do you want to close with one final tune, Viviane?
Yeah, I'll do it. I didn't show you my album. So all the songs I played tonight, they're off the album I released on the 3rd of June, and this one.
Have you got a copy of the album you can hold up to the screen or not?
Can you give me 10 seconds for me to get it?
You can have 50.
Cool. There we go.
There you go. Right, that's your new record. Brilliant.
Oh, beautiful.
It's called Songs of Worthiness.
Marvellous. Where can our wonderful listeners buy this record?
So you can buy it physically if you come to see me at gigs or when I busk. I've got it with me, or you can buy it off Bandcamp.
Do you have plans to go on Spotify?
I've got my music on Spotify. Yeah, it's been released on all platforms.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, so there you go. So get yourself on Bandcamp at this one time at Bandcamp. Yeah. Or get yourself down to Viviane's busking spot, wherever it is. Might be Chorley, might be Lancaster. Yeah.
Preston, might be Blackburn.
Yeah. All right, don't throw £2 in the case like I do. Buy a copy of the record. So you're gonna finish with another number. Is it one of your own or is it a cover?
Yeah, it's one of my own, which is on the album. Also, it's called In Rhythm Beside.
Yeah.
Which is something that's a bit different on the album because it doesn't speak about me. It's not about me. It's about nature, and I really connect with this song, even though it's not about me.
Right, because you like to be at one with nature. I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Marvellous. Right, okay, Largo, let's mute our microphones and over to the star of the show.
She seems really through what is green in the light of a golden sun. Oh, let's stop the lyrics. Can I start again? Sorry. Sing. She seems really through valley's green in the light of a golden sun, like a voice of a mother gave a child to serenity. He speaks in whispers, sheltering light, rooted deep where the wind plays wild. Arms ever held her to cradle the endless sky. Oh, oh, his roots and he bends where she dances. Whoa. Oh, the way he left the song into the wild, and all the earth sways in rhythm beside, and all the earth sways in rhythm beside, and all the earth sways in rhythm beside. Oh, oh, I lay my bones by the river, at dawn of jewels glittering in the carousel blood. Here time runs and a dream begins. And all the earth sways in rhythm inside, and all the earth sways in rhythm inside, and all the earth sways in rhythm inside. Oh, 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 oh. She sings freely through valleys green, in the light of a golden sun, like a voice of a mother hearing a child's serenity. Thank you. Sorry about me messing up the chords and the words.
It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. It's happened many times, and you know, unlike you, Viviane, all I've got to do on stage is sing. You know, it's like I've done that. I've gone, and I've forgotten the words to my own song. How embarrassing!
Yeah. Like his first sentence, I've got to start again. If it was mid-song, I would move through. It was like his first sentence, I'm gonna start again.
It's like I've sung this song 200 times. Why is this happening? Yeah, but no, great. It's great. It's absolutely great.
Thank you.
Go, Michael.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was lovely to listen to.
Thank you.
Yeah. First time we've ever had live music on the show. So there you go.
If I see you in Lancaster,
honored.
I'll buy your album.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Well,
there you go. Hold it to that. Right. Okay. Right. I've got to buy a copy of the record now rather than throw some money in your case. Right. I'll be next time you're in Chorley. Right. You'll be up there one day soon, won't you?
Yeah.
So great. So right. So your stuff coming up. So you've got the show coming up in August. On the 9th, an unnamed church, but it is part of a. It is part of a.
I'll send you a message with the name of the church.
Yeah, I was hoping we could put the name on the show, but there you go. Right, but also it's part of the beer festival. Is that right?
We should probably ask you how can people find you on Spotify?
So yeah, I've not even said my artist name. My artist name is Vivizyk, so it's VVZYK. I know it's a weird name, but that's how I started signing my paintings and drawings. And I was like, when I got into music, I was like, I'm going to keep that name, even though nobody can say it. Always ask me, how do you say your name? And it's because my surname is a Polish name, so I've got all these consonants at the end.
Yeah, you'd be a high score on Countdown.
Sorry, Aldi?
You'd be a high score on Countdown.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can't use names, can you?
No, it's fine. Just a running joke. So yeah, it's great. We'll do that.
Yeah. Please, if you do get to VZYK, just send me a picture of it. I want to see.
All right. Yes, you've got that, and then obviously with so many other great artists, you are performing at Chorley Live on that's the first weekend in October.
Yes.
Obviously you'll have more information about your venue and your time, won't you? So
yes.
I know
I'm playing on the Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what time and what venue.
No, that's cool. So yeah, but Nigel will be in touch, no doubt. So thank you for coming along. Thank you for making the first episode. So as wonderful as you have. We'll be in touch the next day or two. Viviane, is there anything else from you before we go?
No, just thank you to Viviane for coming on. It's been lovely, and it's been so interesting to hear somebody talk positively about Lancaster.
And Preston. Everybody calls it Preston. Cool. And then no, you get to choose. It's sunny Preston.
The last time somebody talked positive about Lancaster was during the War of the Roses, I think. Right.
No, but it's just mad hearing somebody come from the Mediterranean. They're like, oh no, Lancaster's great.
Yeah, it is great. There's lovely people. I can't say the opposite. Absolutely cannot say the opposite.
Magic, right? Brilliant. So great stuff. Thank you both for coming along. Next week's special guests will be Darth Vader and the Chewits Monster, and actually I don't know who next week's special guest will be, but we'll sort something. All I'll say is thank you for listening. Thank you to our guests, and see you next time. Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.